Okay, hey everyone, this your girl Indigo Queen. I'm back with another video. This is Spirit Messages, and I'm here to basically talk about my dream first. Okay, I'm gonna post this one dealing with the dream I had. I made a spread, which is right in front of me right now, but I'm not gonna show it on this video. That's another video. This video right here, I want to actually talk about the dream I had last night. Okay. It felt realistic, and when I woke up, my neck and my head was in pain. Okay, I had a headache. It won't too painful, but it was so uncomfortable, y'all. It was so uncomfortable, and so anywho, once I went to sleep, I woke up in my dream the way I went to sleep in my reality. Okay. But I was on a staircase. I wasn't on a bed. I was sleep on a staircase, and there was other kids surrounding me sleep as well. It was girls, boys, different skin tones, different ages, but these were like elementary kids. Okay. There were two little girls. One was laying on my arm the way my daughter lays on my arm, which is how I fell asleep. And then there was another little girl. She was laying on my chest. Okay. Only thing I know is both of their necks looked like they was like crooked, and I'm like, okay, let me move them because I don't want to let them have them catch a neck cramp. Okay, so I readjusted the first girl. It was very hard because it was like their body was like stiff. Okay, their body was stiff. It was very hard to manage, and I don't know. It felt like my arm was asleep. So you know if your arm is asleep and numb, it feels like hard to move. So I don't know if that was the case, cause like I said, we was sleeping on stairs. Okay, these stairs were like grand stairs. They weren't like the normal stairs that you would see in a house or something like that. These were big stairs. Like it was a bunch of us, and one row could sit probably more than 10 kids. Okay, so this was a grand staircase, and at the bottom, it was like a lot. They ran into a lobby, some type of lobby, and on each side it was like different rooms. Okay, some doors were closed, some doors were open. Anyway, okay, just that's just a little description of what was around me at that moment. Now, while readjusting the little girl's neck, I was like, okay, I lift her. I was able to lift the little girl on my chest up, and while readjusting her neck, she sat up in front of me or whatever, and just sat there for a little bit. She had on a, oh my God, what color was her shirt? For some odd reason, um, I cannot remember the color of her shirt, but it was a light dull color. Okay, it was dark. So this had the way the shirt reflected, it was a light color. And so I'm looking around. At the moment, wasn't nobody there. But I turned back around to readjust the girl that was on my arm. And when I turned back around, I saw that there was a lady bent down, like stuck. Like she didn't move. I didn't see no breathing. You know how you can look at somebody back and tell they breathing or not? It wasn't none of that. Like she was just stiff. Like I couldn't see her face. She had on like I said, it was dark. So the color of her dress looked like a dark blue, right? It had long sleeves, and it didn't have lace or nothing on it. But the way the ends of her sleeve were made, they made into like one little ruffle, right? A bunch of, it was like one row of ruffle, the same color as the dress. Okay, the tightness, it was tight at the top, flowy at the bottom, and they were made into ruffles, whatever you want to call it. It looked like a old timey dress. Like if you think about the Western movies, you know how the women wore the long sleeves and they sleeves had like the little ruffles at the end. That one row, it was like that. Okay, now Same thing with the flowy bottom, right? It went all the way down to her feet. I did not see shoes or feet, okay? It was just a long dress. She had on a necklace, okay? And it looked like a pigment. Not a pigment. Y'all, I can't even get it word. It looked like a pendant. But it didn't have a picture. It was a stone, okay? And then it had like the not an engravement, but you know how you can have them necklaces and it got like a stone in it, and then it got the little curved designs around it of the actual type of metal that they use for the necklace, like that. Okay, this stone was like marble, like, okay. So I didn't see this till she sat up, but like I said, she was bent over at the bottom of the stairs. She wasn't exactly in front of me, but she was to the left, like a few, two, like 3-4 steps down in front of me. And hold on, y'all. Okay. But yeah, so I'm looking at her and I'm like, she's not moving. She looks stuck. Her hair was in a neat. It was gray, white. Okay, gray or white. Okay. Once again, there was no light in this building. The only light, it wasn't no light. I think some rooms had light, but where I was at, there was no light. So it was like, it was very, very dim. So like I said, the colors that I was seeing, it was like, with darkness around it, I'm telling you what I could actually see. So her hair was slicked back real neat. I mean, oh my God, it was so neat. It was so neat, into a low donut bun, okay? And like I said, once again, she was bent over as if she was trying to pick up something, but her everything was stiff. She wasn't reaching for nothing. She was just low, okay? Bent, okay? And so I'm like, I didn't trust it. The energy that I was getting from it, I didn't like it. Okay, I didn't think at first that it was something crazy, but I'm like, okay, now I'm worried. There's something wrong with her. So I'm about to check her. I'm like, you okay? You okay? So when the lady never said anything, she didn't budge, she didn't move. Like, I kind of took my finger and like, well, took my hand and kind of like pushed on her a little bit. Stuck. Like, she did not move whatsoever. Okay, so at this point, I'm scared because this little girl is like fell back to sleep, but this time she was just like this too, and she wasn't looking at what was in front of her, and this woman has literally stopped right in front of her and was just bent down looking at her like that, like she was stuck on this little girl. And so I start getting the little girl attention. And before I can get the little girl from over there, and before the little girl could run towards me, because she looked back at me, and then when she realized that this woman was in front of her, it freaked her out. Now, mind you, I could not see the face, so I don't know what this little girl saw, but she was scared. Okay? And so as I'm about to reach for the little girl, like, y'all, the woman hands, like, it was like some horror movie. Like, like you had these dreams about spirits and stuff like that, right? And it's like they don't move human like. They move like they real stiff, like she grabbed the little girl and her hands like groped the back of the little girl, right? Like as if she was hugging her and grooming her. Okay? But it was the way her hands looked. I still have not seen her face. She have not lifted her head. She just put both her hands on her back, like she was like, this is mine. Like, she did not want me to have access to this little girl. She did not want me to get or move this little girl. She was doing something spiritually to this little girl. This little girl was scared. And I'm saying, look, y'all, it freaked me out so bad. So when I seen her hands, like, okay, I got old timey hands, like like elderly hands, okay? Now, her hands were not like this. Her hands was nothing but skin and bone, and they were pale. I mean, color gone pale, okay? And you can literally see every crease, every dent, every shape of bone in her hand, okay? All the way to the sleeve. And when I seen that, I was like, "Oh my God, this is not a human. This is not a human." So at this point, I was able to move my arm from the little girl that was sleeping on my arm. Mind you, all the other kids was still asleep. Like they did not budge. It was as I'm the only one, and this little girl, once she noticed it, was could see this or feel it. Okay, and the woman, like I said, had both her hands on the little girl bed, like as if like the little girl couldn't move after that. So the little girl was just stuck, and it was like their forehead was touching. The little girl couldn't move when she did that. And I could, like, her hands, oh my God. And I was like, yo, this woman is dead. This is not a real, this woman is dead. What is going on? So I'm like, fuck this. So at this point, I'm fighting for the little girl. I go and I grab her. I'm pulling her like she not about, no, we not about to do this. So at this point, I'm trying to pull the woman's hands, y'all. When I touch this woman with my left hand, her head shot up, y'all. There was no eyes. They weren't black, but like I said, it was like she was in a ghost of physical ghost form, okay, skeletal type, right? But she still had her skin over her bones, right? And it was just, oh my God, it was so scary, y'all. Like you could see wrinkles. She was real pale. Like you could really tell she was dead. Her eyes were sunken in or whatever. And when she lifted up, she looked at me and she screamed. And it was animal like. Okay, it was animal like. And I just took my left hand and I kind of just shoved her face. I shoved her face away from the little girl when she looked at me and finally looked at me. And it scared me so bad that I started screaming. And I grabbed the little girl and kind of snatched her away like that. And as I'm snatching her away, I pushed the woman's head again. And out of nowhere, her skin just started falling off her bone. And she was just screaming. This scream it was still animalistic. But it won't like as it attacked me. It was more so as if that pained her. When I touched her that last time, I said something, y'all, but it wasn't in English. I don't know what I said. It was some type of language. I do not know. But when I touched her, everything just started melting away. And on her left side, okay, y'all want to try? No, her right side, she had a crack, and it was just, going like that, right? On this side, right here, it was a crack. So I knew for a fact this woman has passed over. But like I said, she was old. Like, it was just weird. So at that point, I got the little girl, and because of me screaming, so more adults came in the room. And one was a celebrity, y'all. I want to say her name was Viola. I don't know her name. It's the woman that was the leader in Woman King. Okay, the lady from The Help. Okay, the whistleblower. All right, and she came and she was pregnant, and she was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" She did not see it because by the time she got there, the woman was just like melting and turning into dust. Okay, and it was as if she was never there. Like the dust disappeared and everything. And so I grabbed the little girl. The little girl stayed up on him, and she was like, so I'm explaining to her. I told her what happened and told how the woman just disappeared after what I did. And so we gathered all the kids that was on the grand steps or whatever with me. And we went into this room. So I'm looking at her, and I know her as the actress. Like, in my dream, I knew she was an actress. Like, why is she here? Right? So, hold on, y'all. Did you already make the video? No, I'm trying to now. Leave me alone. Okay, so I'm back. It was Viola Davis. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? There you go. And these are the movies that popped up in my head, y'all, when I woke up thinking about her. Okay. So, anywho, like I said, I followed her to this room. And it was a lot of and it was others. It was security guards. Everybody was in uniforms, black or dark navy blue uniforms, right? Some of them had patches sold to them, badges, bulletproof vests, all of that, okay? It was a lot of us, and I realized that we was actually working together, okay? And I looked around, it was more kids. There were teenagers, there were young adults. It was a lot, okay? But this is what another thing that threw me off, okay? So I'm telling her, so now we at that point where we just getting everybody together in one room. She was pregnant, y'all, and there was already a baby born. I don't know if that baby was hers, but I know for a fact she was pregnant in this dream. And so I'm sitting down again, and I'm back with the young group that I'm with, that I was with earlier. And so I got that feeling, the same feeling I got when I looked and saw that elderly woman. So I'm back, y'all. Okay, so at this point I'm just like, okay, what in the world? So this time I'm not holding nobody. I'm just watching them sleep, because at this point I'm on alert, like, and you ain't about to catch me slipping this time, okay? And so I'm watching the kids sleep, but there was a space beside me, y'all. There was a space beside me, and I kept looking at it because it won't nothing there. But you know how you get that feeling like something is there, but it's not in like a physical form. So I turned my head. I'm like, I'm just tripping. I'm just paranoid because of what happened earlier. And something was like, nah. I heard something, right? It was like breathing, but it was very, very low. It was very, very low breathing. And it wasn't normal breathing. So I'm looking again, and this time I could see a darkness. Like, it was already dark beside me. Cause like I said, where my group was, since they was asleep, I made sure the lights and stuff were dim, so they could kind of sleep better. And the area where, like, it was, like I said, there wasn't nobody there, and I could see this ball of darkness. It looked like a ball of darkness, but I kept staring at it. But it was like something was in my mind telling me it ain't nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, nah, that's not normal. What is this beside me? Like, it won't exactly beside me, but like I said, it was like on the side in front of me, and it was balled up. And then out of nowhere, I'm keep staring, and then out of nowhere, I could see a figure shaping out. So whatever it was about to start standing up. So before it could even start standing up, I started attacking. Like, I ain't even about to give you that type of leeway. No, we're not about to do that. So I'm fighting it, y'all. I'm fighting it. Like, this thing, it didn't have no physical body. It sounded just like the elderly lady when it screamed. Okay? It didn't look like her. But like I said, this was a dark figure, and I ain't give it a chance to stand completely up. I won't about to go. No, we're not about to do that. And so this time I was like, you know what? Y'all not going to sleep. Get up. Y'all need to be alert. Let's go in the room with everybody else. And y'all need to just stay on foot. So when we need to go, we can go. I can just make sure everybody get out, right? So that's what we did. I went back. When I went back into the other one where everybody was at, this woman done had her baby. Okay? She done had her baby. And I'm like, she done had the baby, y'all. Like, the two kids they was looked like they was around the same age, but one was bigger than the other one, okay? And there was like I guess she was like a nanny or something, And the woman that done had the baby, she ain't even look like she had. She didn't even look like she was pregnant. Viola Davis did not look like she was pregnant. Okay, and I'm saying her name because that's who it was in the dream, literally. Okay, and she was dressed like the woman king. She had but it was like leather. Okay, it was the outfit was cut out like that. She had on a mini skirt. It was leather, and it had like a little half slit like they put one side on top of the other, so like the back piece was lower than the top, okay, and it was mini, and she had her stomach out. She looked very worked out, okay, like strong, like she did in that movie. And she had her low cut, but it was like real it was like a pixie cut, okay? But it was like short in the back, long in the front, and she had like a little bang right here, right? Her hair was black and straightened. Excuse me, y'all. But her top was of course like a little tube top, and it had like straps on it. This was leather as well. And it was basically made just like the skirt she had on. But it had like a little space where you could see a little bit of cleavage, not a lot, but a little bit where the line is. Okay. So she was cute too. She looked good. So I was like, she gave me the leader vibe. So cause everybody was at her command, right? So she came to something, yeah, we about to go. It's time to cross the border. It's time to cross the border. And I'm like, the border? Where the fuck we at? Like, when I went to sleep, I was in Kingston. Okay, I ain't. Where am I at? What you mean by it's time to cross the border? So y'all, I started speaking Spanish. Like I was like, I can't even tell you what I was saying. But whatever I was saying, they knew what I was saying and they understood it. And that was like, okay, y'all. Basically in English, I was telling them it's time to cross the border. Okay, I know for a fact that's what I was saying, but I can't say it. I can't tell you what exactly I said because I don't know Spanish. So we going out the door, right? Going out the door. Boom, another attack happened. But I'm the only one these things are coming at. Okay? I am the only one. And it's as if nobody else see this stuff. Like, it's like they didn't see it. The kids were still walking, running and stuff out the door. Well, not even really running. They were just gathering all their things and they were walking out. Because it was as if we wanted trouble. But I saw the trouble. So I'm like, in the dream, I'm like, okay, this is spiritual. I'm guessing I'm the only one that can see in the spiritual aspect, you know what I'm saying, of everybody that I was with. I'm the only one that could see this. Okay, so I had no other choice but to fight it on my own and do what I had to do. That it felt like my job. Okay, so I'm fighting it or whatever, but like this last one, it was a little stronger and it came prepared. Like it came prepared. It won't bent down in no corner. Like this one actually came charging towards me. Like, yeah, you like when we was getting the kids out the door, this thing was pissed off. It was pissed off. It was disformed. It was, y'all, I just felt like I was in some type of movie. And even when I woke up, y'all, and before however it attacked me, because it happened so fast and it was so unexpected, even though I felt the energy around me, I didn't see it at first. Like it didn't show itself. Like it didn't want me to see it till at the last minute. And at the last minute when I seen it, we was about to go toe to toe. But it was like something pushed me out of the dream. And when I woke up, y'all, I actually felt like the push, the force out the dream on my back. Okay, so I just kind of lay there for a minute, y'all. My breath was shaky. Like, it felt so real to the point where I had to look around to make sure I was straight. Like, it felt so real that I had to make sure I was home in my bed. Okay. I went and I grabbed my notebook. Okay. I wrote little details and stuff down. I'm about to tell you the time. It was like literally, y'all. It was 5:23 in the morning when I looked at the clock when I woke up. So it was probably like 5:22, 5:21 when I actually woke up. Cause like I said, I didn't just get up. Cause I was shook. Like I was like, what? I was in disbelief right now. Cause I'm like, that felt too real, and it felt like I was in a movie. Like that's how crazy it was. Okay. Like I said, when I woke up, my neck and my head was aching. I had to literally sit still to get my breathing back normal. Okay. Um, this dream, when I woke up, actually brought back memories of a dream I had back in 2015, 2016. Um, and that dream, it won't bad like this one. Okay, that's another story. But it freaked me out. And one thing I thought about, the best way to describe her hands was you know how the music video Ghost by Michael Jackson. You know how his skeletal system was like. You can see that outline figure like that's what it looked like. That's what it reminded me of. And when so I'm like, okay, um, I'm thinking, and I'm like, if don't nobody know, I'm like, maybe that's the best example I could give of what it reminded me of, right? And I'm like, they better know what Michael Jackson is. Who don't know what MJ is? Like, how you don't know what the music video Ghost is that MJ made, right? Like, he was the characters, okay? He did it. And so, when it hit my head, I was like, you better know. Like, my alarm went off. It went off, y'all, and it scared me so bad because of the way it happened. And then, okay, so then, y'all, my alarm went off. No, it wasn't even my alarm. That happened later. When I was thinking about the ghost, y'all, my whole power system in my house went out. Like my house went completely dark. Okay, everything electrical stopped. My AC, my TVs, my lights, everything went completely black. Okay, and then it just popped back on, and I was like, okay, confirmation. Like whatever this energy is, y'all, it's really been fucking with my energy source. Like this right here is deeper than what I thought it was gonna be. And when I looked at the time when my phone and stuff packed back on, it was 5:55. Okay. And then after that, of course, my alarm went off. But yeah, um, that's that dream. I'll post another video with describing the other dream as to why that came back. And I actually forgot about that dream. Okay. And I actually wanted to shed some tears on that one because in this dream, I found out at the ending of my dream. And y'all, at the end of that dream, I realized that the kids I was trying to help was already dead. And they just wanted me to see what they had went through and who was doing it. But before I could even, it was a man, and it was an older age man. I mean, he was old. This man had to be at least 60s or 70 something. And he had a farm. He had a lot of land. And he had a farm, like, cause it was goats, sheep, chickens. I even saw horses. Okay, barns, but like I said, it was like everybody had their own little fenced in area, and it was large. Okay, it was a large, and then he stayed on a dirt path, so whatever he was doing, it was easy to get away with. So I'll tell that story later. Well, that is a dream, but I'm about to be out. I'll holler at y'all. And I will be posting some more information dealing with the dream because I did pull cards and I took pictures of it. I'm not trying to get other energies dragged into this because I don't want to be thrown off with other people's energy. So I did this and just took pictures or record as I went. Okay. Talk to you later, y'all.